Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home open at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air as it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll set up to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Goff on first down. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. Goff throwing again. It's complete to Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. You talk about this Lions defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, a pretty nice effort.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now they'll audible to something else. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Jet sweep. Here's Smith and Jigba. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Max Borghi, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy win.
There he goes, left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down throw, gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Goff on first down. This to Laporta, right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, gone. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Being chased out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 4, it's second and a couple. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Max Borghi as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point,
the final shot before break here. Goff. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Brock Purdy, couple of touchdown passes as his...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's the give to McIntosh. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Back to throw here. Touchdown! George Pickens from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Another run for Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd down, here's McIntosh.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean,
Pass interference.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Myers for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. Down the right sideline. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead will be cut down to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Tano Passanio with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Gets around him. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Jet sweep here, Smith and Jigba. Nifty move. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 1st rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review in this game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On 1st down, it's gone. And this is caught by Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th-quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. points in primetime. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Seahawks,